how are you today? Today I'm going to be drawing an original character of mine. I wanted to do a commentary over this and future speed paints to talk about my process and tell you a little bit about my characters and the world they come from. This is my OC, Canny. She's been around for a really, really long time, before I even came up with the concept of Journey. Journey is a story that I started about 4 years ago, I want to say, that's still going on till this day. I'm planning on making it into a full comic, but I want to write it out first so I can iron out the plot holes and the details. If you snoop around my YouTube, you'll see various animatics and animations dedicated to the story and the characters in it. A summary of Journey is that it's about 5 adventurers who escape their hometown, which is turning to ruin, and they go on a quest to discover a new place to live and in turn help their old town. That's kind of the overall plot and end goal for these characters. Pretty chill, pretty normal. Oh yeah, they just want to move out. Okay, sure. But that's not all. There's a greater plan hiding underneath, and as they continue to explore new land, they become wrapped in this bigger adventure they never intended to be on. But since they are some of the only people who know about it, they feel it's their job to do something about it. I'd say Journey is in the fantasy adventure genre, but I like to explore lots of different themes, like slice of life, dark, gore, romance, and maybe some humor. Really, my intention is to build this world that feels natural and real, and filled with characters that feel like real humans, but set in a fantasy world. Because let's be real, that's much more fun than just modern day. I want magic and different species and adventure! So let's talk about Canny. She is the leader of the main 5 squad. She never declared she was the leader, but is the most responsible out of the group, so naturally she takes the lead on bigger adventures and situations. She's very humble and doesn't want anyone to worry about her. She strays away from talking about herself and gets shy when others mention her in conversation. Around new people, she is shy and a bit awkward, but is always happy to meet new people. She is kind and caring and loving, and she loves to help people. It's not uncommon to see her walking around asking if people need help. To some, this gets annoying or insulting even, and Canny never means any harm, so if someone tells her off, she will likely never ask again. Subconsciously, she becomes afraid that the person hates her, and she tries to limit their contact so she won't upset them again. These things get her down, but generally she is a very positive person. She tries to hide if there is something wrong because she feels it's her burden and no one should worry for her, which is never good. Now I know what you're thinking. Man, she sounds pretty weak and no one likes a pushover. She must be annoying. Wrong! Actually, Canny will not hesitate to defend her honor and others if the accuser is clearly in the wrong. She gets pissed when someone calls her weak just because she is kind. She hates when others judge based on appearances alone. It gets her blood pumping, and she has been known to throw out a couple of threats to those who keep pushing her buttons. She's never acted on these threats. She isn't unreasonable and is often acting as the middleman or the voice of reason. She is very skilled with a sword and even a bow, actually. She trained when she was very young and hasn't stopped since. Although, she is not very durable. She is petite, so if she gets hit, it's gonna hurt a lot. A couple good hits and she's down, but she's quick and sharp in combat and can dodge attacks pretty well. She has a heavy hit too. It might not look like it, but when she's in combat, she puts all of her weight into each hit to ensure the most amount of damage, which can be a lot, especially if it's a life or death situation. She's strategic and careful and tries to remain calm in any situation, although sometimes if the enemy has the upper hand, she starts to panic. Whenever she is fighting with an ally, she focuses more on their protection rather than her own, because really, she would rather die saving a life than hide. Now, Canny is based a lot off of me, or rather how I wish I could be. And that might make me sound like a narcissist now, but I've never seen Canny as a direct interpretation of me, because honestly I hate drawing and even writing about myself. She's inspired by me in some of my actions, yes, but it's how she handles situations and grows from them that separate her and I. I mean, the easiest person to write from is yourself, I guess. You know yourself the best, better than anyone else, so it's just easier to see what you've done in the past and use that in your writing to build characters. She has flaws like any other human, and she acknowledges them, but she also knows her strengths and strives to be better. I guess I, myself, am always striving to be a better me, and I see Canny as a more evolved me, so really, I guess I'm just trying to be like her. Or am I trying to be like me because she's based off of me? Whatever, too much brain power right now. Man, I could go on and on about her in more detail, but I don't want to extend the time of this any longer, so maybe one day I'll talk about her more in detail in another video. I don't know, I'm still getting used to talking in videos. I hope you enjoyed my speed paint. I had a lot of fun with this one, with trying out a new painting style and attempting to make it a bit more realistic than some of my other drawings. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to hear what you think of my story and characters so far. Any feedback is appreciated. Expect more videos in the future. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye!